Greetings, I'm Otto the Metalkake, and welcome to the Sockencast with your definitely permanent host, Yugi Sock, with his fantastic guest, Otto the Metalkake, a musician, collector, and a giant nerd. Welcome to the episode.
Willkommen, Leute. Ihr habt's gehört. Heute eine Spezialepisode, denn ich habe einen ultra coolen Gast bei mir aus Finnland. Es ist Otto the Metalkake. Und wir reden über Otto und seinen YouTube-Kanal. Und bevor ich jetzt, ich muss ein bisschen reinbringen in die Sache. Wir werden Englisch reden, aber ich versuche es gleichzeitig auf Deutsch zu übersetzen. Also, ja, ich versuche mein Bestes, ja. Und wir versuchen das einfach hinzukriegen. Wenn nicht, dann halt nicht. Ich hoffe, ihr könnt trotzdem Englisch. Also, ich versuche alles. Ich gebe mein Bestes. Okay.
Ja,
Meine erste Frage wird sein, wer bist du? Also, fragen wir mal Otto, wer er ist. Hey Otto, thanks for having you here.
Thank
And
you for having
my
me,
first
sir.
question will be, who are you?
Well, as I mentioned, I am Otto the Metalkake, from Finland, now. And I'm just a dude working in IT, collecting all sorts of stuff, mainly Pokémon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all that good shit. Am I allowed to swear on your podcast? Because I might say, shit. But if not, I will say stuff. You can bleep me out. But yes, I'm a collector and also a musician. I do music every now and then, alone. But yes, that's me.
Okay, also, I think you can swear, but not that much.
I will try to tone it down.
Okay. Well, I try too, so just for the little ones, because we don't know who's gonna listen to it, so...
Of course.
Yeah.
Hello,
Okay, also-
children.
Okay, also, hier haben wir Otto the Metalkake und er macht YouTube, er ist auch Musiker und arbeitet im IT-Wesen und sammelt alles mögliche. Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokémon, Beyblade und seit neuem auch Gundam. Und er reist auch viel. You're traveling a lot. Too,
Traveling,
right?
yes. Well,
Und, ja.
of course. Actually, when growing up, I've lived in several countries outside of Finland, but now I live in Finland. But yes, I've been traveling for pretty much my whole life in various countries. So yes. And I'm looking forward to traveling more now that the world has opened up, because we've had a few years of a bit of a lull because of a certain illness. But now we're traveling again, and I will be going to Japan in a few months.
Oh,
It's good to go. It's good to go be back in Japan, because I haven't been in a while. We have lots of friends there, so it's gonna be fun.
Cool. Okay, also, wie er schon gesagt hat, ja, er reist gerne und viel und er will das jetzt in Zukunft mehr machen. Als er aufgewachsen ist, hat er schon in vielen Ländern gewohnt, aber jetzt lebt er halt in Finnland und möchte in Finnland im Moment bleiben. Und sein nächstes Ziel wird Japan sein und dadurch, dass ja durch eine große Pandemie jetzt die meisten Länder wieder offen sind, hat er halt vor, jetzt nach Japan zu gehen, weil das war ja lange Zeit nicht möglich. Und ja, das ist sein neues Ziel. Okay, jetzt frage ich ihn, was ihn eigentlich so auf YouTube gebracht hat. Also warum er einen YouTube-Kanal aufgemacht hat, was die Idee dahinter war und wie es dazu kam. Alright, my first question after Who Are You is, what brought you up to do a YouTube channel? What was
Oh yes,
the idea behind it?
the idea behind the YouTube channel, of course. Well, actually, originally my whole YouTube channel was just travel vlogs in various countries, but those videos are all deleted now. But basically, I've been collecting Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and all that good stuff for pretty much my whole life, and I was pretty hardcore in the Pokemon YouTube scene. I had lots of friends over in Canada and the US, as you might know, some of them maybe Pokerev or Trainer Trey and those good people. And I was chatting with them and I was like, yeah, I like metal, and metal energy was pretty much my thing. And they were like, you should do a YouTube channel too. I was like, I don't have time, I'm working. But then in the summer of 2020, I had some extra free time. I was like, as a joke, let's do a YouTube channel and some Pokemon music, because I've been doing music with
Mhm.
various bands for my whole life, pretty much. I was like, let's do a couple of fun, jokey, just for fun, a couple of songs and some YouTube videos. But then the hobby just kind of caught on, and here we are. I've kept with it for a few years, and we have fun with my friends. As you have maybe seen on my channel, I have my
Mhm.
brother is involved and a couple of few friends, and I mean we got the habit of just Saturday night with friends, open up some cards, maybe film it and have some fun. So yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay, also. Also die ersten Videos, die er gemacht hat, waren ja Urlaubs- und Reise-Vlogs und Videos. Und er hat halt Connections zu Pokeref und so, also Kanada und so weiter. Und hat halt gesagt, er steht auf Metal. Und meinte halt hier, Pokeref und so, seine Freunde meinten halt, ja, mach doch einen YouTube-Kanal auf. Weil er halt richtig in Pokémon drin war. Und das hat er dann Sommer 2022 gemacht. Und ja, und jetzt macht er halt mit seinen Freunden und auch sein Bruder ist dabei. Er macht jetzt Karten auf, macht aber auch Musik, Pokémon-Musik. Denn er war früher in vielen Bands. Und ja, liebt es, Musik zu machen und vor allem Metal Music. Und ja, das ist eigentlich so sein Ding. Und halt hauptsächlich Pokémon, aber auch Digimon und Yu-Gi-Oh! Darüber reden wir später noch ein bisschen mehr. Okay, ich werde jetzt fragen. Also erst werde ich ihn erstmal ein bisschen betiteln, weil ich sage, ich liebe seine Songs. Und ich frage ihn einfach, wie er sie gemacht hat und was die Inspiration zu den Songs waren. Okay, now, I love your songs. First of all, I love your songs. They're really
Thank you, sir.
good. And my question is, how did you do that, and what was the inspiration behind your songs?
That varies. There's always one inspiration for one song. There's always a theme,
Mm-hmm.
and that varies between the songs. Some are more light-hearted, like I just want to do a cool 80s song that sounds like. For example, let's take a song called "Legendary Heartbeat." For example,
Mm-hmm.
I got the idea from the Japanese festival known as Tanabata,
Mm-hmm.
which has inspired the Pokemon Jirachi, which is actually a story about the Sky Princess Orihime. It's an ancient legend.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of do my research and look at the articles and be like, okay, that's cool. I want to do a song about that, and that's awesome. But then on other songs, for example, the song I have about Mimikyu, for example,
Mm-hmm.
that's a song I got the idea while in a heart hospital because I was having
Okay.
heart operations and I heard this sound from my heart when
Mhm.
they did the statistics, the tests. I heard
Mhm.
this tuk, tuk, tuk sound and I was like, "That's awesome! I want to use that sound in a
Mhm.
song," and that's
Cool.
how that song got inspired. So it varies, yes.
Okay. Also, er lässt sich halt über viele verschiedene Sachen inspirieren und jeder Song hat so seine eigene Inspiration. Zum Beispiel, what was the first song called? I forgot it.
It's called Legendary Heartbeat.
Legendary Heartbeat. Okay, bei dem Song Legendary Heartbeat hat er sich einfach an Jirachi inspirieren lassen. Und Jirachi ist von der Prinzessin Orihime inspiriert aus Japan und der ganzen Sache. Und daran orientiert er sich. Also er lässt sich von allem Möglichen inspirieren. Sein anderer Song kam die Inspiration aus dem Krankenhaus, als er an der Herz operiert wurde und dieses Herzmessgerät immer dieses Geräusch gemacht hat und er hat gedacht, das ist voll geil, das benutze ich jetzt in einem Song. Und ja, also er lässt sich von allem Möglichen inspirieren. Hauptsächlich sind sie so viel Pokémon inspiriert, zum Beispiel Arceus, Arceus, den Arceus-Song oder so, ist einer meiner Lieblingssongs. Und so, da singt er halt über Arceus und was ist die Geschichte dahinter und so weiter. Also richtig cool und ich mag seine Musik. Also schaut mal vorbei auf Spotify und so, YouTube, überall. Gebt einfach Metalkake ein. Otto Metalkake, ihr findet die Songs. Genau. Ich frage ihn jetzt auch, ob er plant, noch mehr Songs zu machen, weil ich glaube, das letzte ist schon wieder eine Weile her. Aber mal schauen, was er sagt. Okay. Are you planning to do more songs in the future? Are there some plans or are some songs in your
Yes.
shelf?
Yes, of course. I'm pretty much always planning on new songs, and you'll be happy to hear that the next song coming up is about Yu-Gi-Oh! It's called a theme. And
Ooh!
there's a demo version, and I will, after this podcast, I can send you a small clip of the demo song if you wanna
Okay.
throw it in this episode, so your audience can hear a small clip of my coming song. But it's still on the demo version, but because my studio dude has been sick for a long while, so I haven't been able to record more. But yes, that will be coming in the future.
Cool. Okay, also, er hat gesagt, er hat viele Songs und er arbeitet gerade an einem Yu-Gi-Oh! Song über Attempt. Und er schickt mir jetzt, also im Nachhinein, wenn wir hier fertig sind, also ihr werdet es jetzt gleich hören, aber er wird mir einen kleinen Ausschnitt dazu schicken und wenn er dann bei mir angekommen ist, dann hört ihr ihn jetzt. So, if I got this clip, you will hear it now.
Yes, that was amazing.
Well, yeah, it was amazing. Okay.
You can cut it in if you want.
I will cut this part. So normally I don't cut anything. Also normal schneide ich gar nichts, aber das wird jetzt geschnitten. Okay. Und jetzt müssen wir über TCG reden. Okay, now we have to talk about TCG.
Yes.
Because my YouTube channel starts with TCG, is about TCG, and everything I do is mostly about TCG. So, okay, also wir müssen jetzt über TCG reden, weil mein YouTube-Kanal geht über TCG, der Podcast geht eigentlich ums Trading Card Game und so weiter. So, you play or collect everything. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokémon, Digimon, everything I collect. So, okay, the first question is, what was your first experience with Yu-Gi-Oh? The first experience. Also, was war die erste Erfahrung mit Yu-Gi-Oh?
That's a perfect question, because as I mentioned earlier, I traveled a lot as a kid with various airports and stuff. And as a really small child, I had seen, the products of Yu-Gi-Oh! Many times. I was a huge fan of ancient Egypt in general. But we had a 6-hour layover in the Brussels airport, and in Belgium, and the Brussels airport, there was a small kiosk that was selling all kinds of stuff, and there I saw a few starter decks of Yu-Gi-Oh! I was like,
okay,
that seems like Egypt stuff, and I love this, and I went there and bought. I think it was a starter deck of. I still have it somewhere. It was the Joey starter deck that had the red ice black dragon holo at the front. So I bought it, and it had red ice black dragon. It had penguin soldier and all kinds of cool stuff. I had no clue how to play the game, so I just invented my own. But yeah, that was my first touch with Yu-Gi-Oh! I had no clue there was a manga and anime and stuff.
Okay.
Those I found out then later, of course, and I became a fan.
Okay, also, wie er schon früher erwähnt hat, er ist als Kind viel gereist und er hat mal einen 6-Stunden-Aufenthalt in Brüssel, Belgien, gehabt. Und in dem Kiosk, als er ist generell ein großer antike Ägypten-Fan, antikes Ägypten, ist ein großer Fan von, und er hat diese Decks, diese Starter-Decks gesehen in einem kleinen Kiosk und hat sich gedacht, hey, das sieht ägyptisch aus, finde ich cool, will ich haben, und dann hat er sich einfach das Starterdeck Joey geholt mit dem schwarzen Rogaugendrachen, dem Pinguin-Soldaten und den richtig coolen Karten. Also das ist richtig oldschool. Und er wusste überhaupt nicht, wie man spielt und dass es einen Manga gibt und eine Serie. Und hat es natürlich im Nachhinein nachgeholt und ist jetzt ein Fan. Okay, that was the Yu-Gi-Oh! Part. But what was your first experience with Pokémon? Because Pokémon is a bigger thing. Also ich frage ihn jetzt, was war seine erste Erfahrung mit Pokémon, weil es ist ja sein Hauptding. Okay, go on.
Yeah. Well, first touch with Pokemon was, of course, as a little kid, was probably the anime, if you can call it that. And alongside came the Pokemon cards. I actually got as a Christmas present as a little kid. I got this green Game Boy Color with Pokemon Blue, and that was awesome. And then later on, I saw the TCG cards. However, I was not allowed to have any because we were traveling a lot, and I don't know, my mom wasn't a huge fan of trading card games for some hellish reason, so I never had those as a kid. But now, as an adult, I have an adult job and adult money, I can buy all the Pokemon cards I want. So I got back into Pokemon collecting in maybe 2018 or something, so fairly recent. So Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been actually playing and collecting like far longer than Pokemon in a sense.
Okay,
Ja.
also, als Kind hat er damals natürlich den Anime geschaut und kam so zu Pokémon. Dann hat er den grünen Game Boy Color mit Pokémon Blau bekommen. Und die Karten hat er immer gesehen, durfte er aber für irgendwelche Gründe auch immer von seiner Mom aus nicht haben. Aber jetzt ist er erwachsen, er hat Geld und einen erwachsenen Job und kauft sich damit halt seine Kindheitserinnerungen nach. Also genau das, was ich auch tue. It's exactly the same thing I do. I'm an adult now I can buy my Tamagotchis and my cards and
Yeah,
stuff.
high five, man.
What I not was allowed. Also wo ich einfach nicht, was mir einfach nicht erlaubt wurde. Okay, then the third part is about Digimon. What was your first experience about Digimon? With Digimon? Okay, was war seine erste Erfahrung mit Digimon? Denn da gibt es ja auch ein supergeiles Kartenspiel. Darüber mache ich noch einen Podcast. Und dann quatschen wir mal. Okay, what was your first experience?
Actually, Digimon as an anime was my first anime love, even like before Pokemon, because I saw Digimon as a kid. I think we were in Spain at the time, or in some Latin-speaking country. Anyways, I saw a kid playing with a Digimon toy that was a Greymon toy that transformed into Metal Greymon.
Oh, no way!
I was like, dude, that's sick. And then I saw the anime, and I was like, this is some serious stuff here. Like, the kid got isekai'd into another world. I was like, I love this.
Yeah.
So I was immediately a Digimon fan. And I did, later on in life, get that same figure, the Greymon that transforms into Metal Greymon. I have it somewhere there. But yeah, Digimon was like, me and my little brother, we were really like fans of Digimon. We never had any of the Tamagotchi things though, but we did have some toys, and the anime was like, it was a huge deal. And I got we got some Digimon plushies as well as a kid. I had my Patamon, which I still have somewhere. Well, not in this room, but it's somewhere. But yeah, that was my first touch with Digimon. The toy, then the anime.
Okay, also, mit Digimon kam er in Kontakt, als er in Spanien war. Und da war ein kleines Kind und er hatte diese richtig geile, die ich auch immer wollte. Ja, ich wollte die auch immer. Mit Greymon-Figur, die sich zu Metall-Greymon umbauen lässt, also transformen lässt. Und ohne Witz, geilste Figur ever. Okay, ich habe Agumon, wo es sich in Wargreymon verwandelt, aus Japan. Das ist auch richtig geil. Aber ja, das war so das erste. Und dann hat er den Anime gesehen und dachte sich, fuck yeah. Oh, jetzt habe ich es ja auch gesagt. Oh, ups, pardon. Okay, auf jeden Fall hat er gesagt, yeah, Mann, das ist richtig geil. Und ja, er hat es beide geschaut. Er hatte zwar nie Tamagotchi oder sowas, hatte ich auch nie. Aber er und sein Bruder sind da hängen geblieben und er hat immer noch seinen Patamon-Plüschi irgendwo rumliegen. Und ja, findet das nicht. Ich habe jetzt, achso, habe ich glaube ich schon gesagt. Egal, ich habe mir jetzt im Nachhinein noch so eine Agumon-Digitationsfigur zu Wargreymon geholt aus Japan. Und sogar, früher hatte ich sogar Rapidmon, Gargomon, was sich zu Rapidmon umbauen lässt. Das habe ich mir jetzt auch aus Japan nachgeholt. Also richtig geil. Und guck mal, er hat seine Plüschis da. Also die jetzt den Podcast sehen auf YouTube, ihr seht sie. Die es hören, ihr müsst euch vorstellen. Yeah, I just told them that that they can see your Patamon now, your plushies. And if they're watching this on YouTube, but if they only listen on Spotify, they can't see anything. So they have to imagine it. And I also told them that I recently got me a Agumon Digivolving figure, the old one, to Wargreymon, because I always wanted that as a kid. And I bought a OVP Gargomon Digivolving to Rapidmon figure from Japan. And it's also on my Digimon shelf. So yeah, I fulfilled a child dream from mine. So yeah. Okay, next question, because we're in the TCG region now.
Yes, of course.
What is your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh deck? Your favorite Pokémon deck? And Digimon? Also ich frage ihn jetzt, was ist sein Lieblings Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon und Pokémon Deck? Weil wir jetzt uns in der Region des TCGs bewegen. Okay, go on.
Okay, do you mean deck as in an archetype or in game, or just like so it doesn't have to be a favorite card, but
so your favorite archetype, like Six Samurais, Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, Dark Magician. Also er fragt mich gerade, was ich meine mit Lieblingsdeck. Also ich meine jetzt nicht Control oder sowas, sondern Archetype. Ich kann es nicht auf Deutsch. Archetypen.
In Yu-Gi-Oh, can I do maybe top 5? Because
of course. Okay, let's start with Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, er macht jetzt seine Top 5. Okay, what is number 5?
Okay, number 5. Let's see. I'll start with the one you hate, dinosaurs.
Oh, come on!
Because
no!
I have good memories of those.
No dinosaurs, come on!
And then I'll go with the other fan favorite that everyone hates, but it's close to my heart as a kid, which would be Elemental Heroes.
Oh, Elemental Heroes are cool.
Yes, but they suck ass. But hey, they were fun. They were fun.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's go with Cyber Dragons. I have good memories of those as well.
Yeah, cool.
Then I have to go with... Let's see. I had so much fun, speaking of plushies, with Fluffles. Do you know Fluffles, the archetype? And then I have one more, which I have going to give... I'll have to go with Dark Magician, because it's so much fun to play Dark Magician.
Now we're talking.
You have the seals and, you know...
Yeah.
And nowadays, I think... okay, I haven't played... Yeah. You can flex your Dark Magician card. But I haven't really, played Yu-Gi-Oh! Actively. The last time I played Yu-Gi-Oh! With my wife actively was around 2015 and 16, maybe.
Yeah.
And... so it's been a while, but back then, Dark Magician was fairly good. It was getting better, let's say. But yeah, I have to give the number 1 spot today to Dark Magician.
Okay, also, seine Top 5. Das erste, was ich überhaupt nicht leiden kann, ist Dinosaurier. Ich hasse Dinosaurier. Dann geht's weiter mit Elementarhelden. Danach kommen die Cyberdrachen. Nein, Kuscheltier. Nein, erst Cyberdrache. Dann Kuscheltier. Und natürlich Nummer 1, Number 1, Dark Magician. That's a good one. It's my favorite too. So, I mean, the waifu's there.
That's real. And just to add, me and my wife, we have like tens, maybe more of Yu-Gi-Oh decks. We just we loved to build different archetypes and test them out and see. I mean, to add a few more, maybe the light sworn dudes
Yeah.
that
Oh, that was sick.
keep milling the deck and the
Yeah.
judgment. I mean, that's so much fun.
Mhm.
But but they're annoying as all hell.
Ja. Okay, also, was ich noch vergessen habe zu erwähnen, er hat das letzte Mal 2015 mit seiner Frau aktiv Yu-Gi-Oh! Gespielt. Und da war der Dark Magician, hat er seinen Support bekommen, damit er ein bisschen spielbarer war. Und er liebt es halt mit seiner Frau einfach Decks zu erstellen, ein bisschen rumzuspielen. Und die Lichtverpflichteten, die findet er auch cool. Die sind nämlich ziemlich fies mit dem ganzen Deckmillen und alles aussortieren. Genau. Wow. Okay, that's cool. Okay, and what is your favorite
Okay, Pokémon then.
Ja. Was ist dein Lieblings-Pokémon-Deck?
In Pokemon, we never got into actual deck building, but what we did like to do is buy the theme decks and use those, because it almost feels like it's like fair, because in Yu-Gi-Oh you can build like a super powerful deck, but when you buy a bunch of just like all the Pokemon theme decks are like bad in a sense, they like suck. And it's quite fun playing with decks that are like basically bad. So we just buy the theme decks and play with those. And some of my favorites have, I mean, my all-time favorite would be the metal deck that has just like metal monsters. It has Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia. It came a few years ago, but yeah, maybe that would be my favorite deck.
Okay, also, er war noch nie so drin in dem Spielen von Pokémon, also Pokémon-Decks erstellen, so richtig, ihr wisst schon, sondern er und seine Frau, die haben einfach Spaß daran, sich Theme-Decks zu kaufen, also fertige Decks einfach zu nehmen und damit zu spielen, weil die ungefähr auch fair sind und gleich aufliegen und gleich schlecht sind. Aber wenn es halt darum geht, so sein Lieblingsding zu finden, dann geht es halt um Metal-Digimon, wie Arceus und Palkia und so weiter. Also that's a good one. That's a good one.
And
Okay.
pretty much same thing when it comes to Digimon. We have just bought the starter decks of each color and some more, and we played with those, because I started collecting Digimon. I know this is not the question, but I started collecting Digimon
okay.
when the game was not in English. It was only in Japan. So I collected originally those and bought all the starter decks from Japan, and we've played with those Japanese decks with my wife. So
Yeah, because you can speak and read Japanese. So.
yes, of course. Who doesn't, huh?
You're a blessed one. Okay, also, das war zwar nicht die Frage, was ich gestellt habe, aber er hat sie eigentlich schon beantwortet. In Digimon, da hat er sich einfach von jeder Farbe so das Starterdeck geholt und damit spielen die einfach, weil damals, als er angefangen hat, Digimon zu sammeln, gab es noch keine auf Englisch. Und da er ja Japanisch und lesen und schreiben und sprechen kann, war es für ihn kein Problem, japanische Decks zu haben. Also, da bin ich ein bisschen... I'm a little bit jealous, you know? Ich bin ein bisschen...
About what?
Because I can't read and speak Japanese.
But it's easy. I can teach you.
Okay.
Let's go.
You said it. You said it. You have to promise it. No, crap. Okay.
I mean, just add card games.
Yeah.
Card games and video games like Pokemon are a really good way of learning Japanese, I think.
Okay.
Because all the text is in hiragana and katakana, which are both fairly easy, because the games are meant for children in Japan. So those are fairly easy to learn, and the language is fine. With the exception of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Uses kanji.
Yeah.
And the rulings are impossible to understand. So
Okay.
that's a game I really... I mean, I have to know the cards really well if I want to play the original Yu-Gi-Oh! In Japanese.
Okay.
But otherwise,
also
it's good.
Ja. Okay. Also er hat gemeint, wenn ich Japanisch lernen will oder so, soll ich einfach mit dem Pokémon spielen oder den Karten anfangen, denn da benutzen die Hiragana, Katakana. das Einfache zu lernen, das einfache Japanisch so, weil es ja für Kinder gedacht ist, anstatt die ganzen Kanji und die ganzen Sache. Also von dem her, also wenn ihr Japanisch lernen wollt, und ihr seid noch jung und so, interessiert euch dafür, dann Videospiele, ganz einfach. Also Pokémon im ganz, also ihr könnt einfach Pokémon. Wow, I'm glad that I have the green version of Pokémon, the original one, so I can try
You
it
do?
with this.
Nice.
Ja, ich habe das originale Pokémon Grün für den Game Boy, also kann ich damit eigentlich anfangen. Okay, so favorite deck. Okay, alright. What? So we're staying in the TCG corner. So,
Good.
well, I mean, you just answered the question, but what is your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card and why? Also ich frage ihn jetzt, was ist seine Lieblings-Yu-Gi-Oh Karte und warum, um in dem TCG-Bereich zu bleiben. Okay, go on.
My favorite card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Still, for purely nostalgic reasons, and because I feel it's an underdog compared to all the other greats, would be Red Eyes Black Dragon, actually.
Oh, okay.
Because that was my first card ever,
Mm-hmm.
and when you look at Red Eyes Black Dragon, it's like atrophied. It doesn't have lots of muscles. It's not glorious or powerful in any
Yeah.
ways. It's much worse than Blue Eyes or the other guys, but still, I feel like he has some balls on him. So yeah, Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Okay, also er sagt einfach aus purer Nostalgie und einfach weil er nicht so shiny ist und nicht so aufgeplustert, sondern einfach, ja, dicke Eier, sagt er einfach Red Eyes Black Dragon. Also ganz klar. Einfach, es war auch seine erste Karte, sein erstes Deck und deswegen ist er da. Ja. That's a good one. Okay, what is your favorite Pokémon card and why? Also was ist deine Pokémon-Karte und warum?
Yes, that would be from the year 99, Jungle set, Vaporeon. Vaporeon from the Jungle set, the year 99. The aesthetics of the card, it almost looks like a Moomin character in a way, but it's done in a very like old schooly anime style, and I think that would be my favorite card. I will send you a picture of it if you wanna throw it in the podcast for the
why not?
YouTube dudes.
Why not? Yeah, thank you. Vaporeon, is it the water?
Yeah.
Ja, Vaporeon. Ah, okay. Okay, also, als Pokémon-Karte ist das von dem 1999, 92, 98, aus dem Jungle Set, das Aquana ist so seine Favorite-Karte. Und ihr werdet im Bild gesehen haben. Entweder seht ihr eins oder ihr habt eins gesehen. Oder ich lasse es die ganze Zeit eingeblendet, während wir darüber reden. Und ja, genau. Die nächste Frage wird sein, welche ist die Lieblings-Digimon-Karte? Also, fragen wir ihn mal. Okay, and what's your favorite Digimon card?
Favorite Digimon card?
Mm-hmm.
I have a few, but recently from my friend Mr. Grid, he gave me the alternate art of Metal Garurumon that has it has Yamato, you know. I don't know what he's called in English, but it has Yamato with Garurumon, and they're standing together, and I don't know. That card has a special place in my heart. Yeah, that one.
Okay. Also ihr seht es
think
jetzt. It's this one, but it's blurred out. Wait a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Done. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, das hier ist es. Okay. Okay.
that one.
I got them all over here. Oh, okay, you can't see. It's blurred out.
Your blurred out album, but yes.
It's censored. Okay, also, was Digimon-Karten angeht, ist seine Lieblingskarte die Metalkake-Karte, die er von seinem Freund Mr. Grid gekriegt hat. Dieses alternative Artwork mit Matt, ihr habt es ja gerade gesehen. Die es hören, sehen, die es auf YouTube sehen. Die es hören, die sehen es natürlich nicht, aber dann schaut auf YouTube vorbei. Und schaut's euch an. Okay, well, let's ask you this question. Okay, ich werde jetzt fragen, was ist dein Lieblings-Pokémon? Und warum? What is your favorite Pokémon and why?
My favorite Pokemon since pretty much since the first game, since 97, 96, has always been Eevee. I know it's a
Eevee,
basic answer nowadays, but as a kid, Eevee wasn't that popular. But I really liked
Yeah.
Eevee because Eevee could like evolve. It could decide what it would become when it's an adult. He could choose what to become. He could choose his own destiny. So
Yeah.
that is why Eevee. Yes.
Okay, also sein Lieblings-Pokémon, ihr habt schon gehört, Evoli. Jetzt ist es populär, aber damals, seit Beginn, ich sehe die Figur, damals war Evoli halt nicht so auf dem Schirm und der Grund, warum Evoli so sein Lieblings-Pokémon ist einfach ist einfach deswegen, weil er sich auswählen kann, in was er sich entwickelt. Er hat nicht nur einen vorgegebenen Pfad, sondern er kann sagen, okay, ich gehe in die Richtung, ich gehe in die Richtung. Oder ich möchte das, oder man kann aus Evoli alles machen, fast, in jede Richtung. I think die einzigen Typen, die fehlen, ist Stahl und Drache und Fee gibt's schon. Stahl, Drache, Insekt und Flug vielleicht. So the only archetype what's missing for Eevee are, I think, Steel, Dragon, Insect and flying.
There's no ghost. There's no flying. There's no fighting. You know what the hell? We need more.
Yeah,
I want my metal evolution.
Ja. Okay, also er hat auch gesagt, es gibt kein Metall und alles. Also, ja, er will seine Metal-Digitation. Okay, was ist dein Lieblings-Digimon? What is your favorite Digimon?
That is the age-old question. Favorite Digimon, I still have to go. After all these years, I have to go with Patamon because Patamon was that was my first. That was my first dude. But I also really like Metal Greymon and Metal Garurumon and all those dudes are like fantastic.
Ja. Okay, also er bleibt einfach bei Patamon, seinem ersten Kumpel. Und er liebt auch Metal Greymon, Metal Garurumon. Wir wissen alle warum. Es ist Metall. Ja. And we all know why, because they are metal.
Of course, and Patamon, he evolves into Angemon, who is basically, me,
Yeah.
a shredded dude
I
with
can see
blonde
it.
hair.
I can see it. Where are your wings? Are you hiding them?
Yes.
Okay.
Except for the cosplay events.
Ja, er hat gerade gesagt, auch weil Patamon sich in Angemon entwickelt und er ist Angemon, also wenn man ihn sieht, lange blonde Haare und so weiter. Also, ja. Okay, so ich werde jetzt fragen, ob er Serien geschaut hat jetzt im Nachhinein, weil wir haben ja vorhin erfahren, dass er ja die Pokémon-Serie eigentlich nicht und Yu-Gi-Oh! Nicht so geschaut hat. Aber, doch, die schon, aber Yu-Gi-Oh! Und so nicht. Und ich frage jetzt, ob er es nachgeholt hat und was dann ich frage jetzt nach, was die Lieblingsstaffeln sind. Okay. So, you told earlier that you haven't watched the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series when you was a kid. So my question is, have you watched it now?
Yes.
Afterwards?
Of course.
And what is your favorite season?
I have watched originally I fell in love with the card game, and then I did read the whole manga series.
Okay.
So I've read the manga from the beginnings, like before there was any card game involved, when it was just like Otto and the King of Games, and they played various stuff, and it was really cool and kind of serious too. Like people are being burned alive and stabbed and stuff. That was cool.
Yeah,
Then I read through and I did read through the manga all the way to the Millennium arc and to the end, where spoilers, where Atem goes back in to his family, and but I stopped there. I never read any further of the what's it called 5Ds and those guys. So and now later on in life, I did watch the anime too. My wife watched all the original
Okay.
Yu-Gi-Oh anime in English, and that was hilarious because the voice acting is like
Yeah, it's pretty
pretty
bad.
overboard.
Yeah.
Kaiba! It's pretty
Kaiba!
epic. But yes, I have read the manga all the way to the
Okay.
end, and my favorite arc by far would be the Millennium arc at the very end, because I mean that's awesome. Or Ancient Egypt and
Ja. Okay, also, er hat die Serie gar nicht so auf dem Schirm gehabt, sondern hat dann den Manga gelesen. Und zwar bis zur, also den originalen Manga, bis zum Millennium Arc, also wo die dann zurück im antiken Ägypten sind. Und danach hat er aufgehört, also kein 5Ds und so weiter weitergemacht. Und seine Frau und er haben das dann nachgeholt im Nachhinein und die englische Version geguckt. Und ja, also sein Favorite Arc oder seine Favorite Season ist immer noch die Millennium Arc ganz am Schluss, weil es halt das antike Ägypten ist. Okay,
and
so.
okay, I misspoke a bit because I also did after reading the manga, I did as a kid see where was I living at the time? I'm maybe California. I'm not sure, but I saw Yu-Gi-Oh GX. I saw that whole anime in Japanese, and that was really good.
Okay, also er hat Yu-Gi-Oh! GX auf Japanisch komplett gesehen.
Yes.
So, okay, and so, how about Pokémon? What is your favorite Pokémon season? I'm not really into it because after, what was it? After Ruby Sapphire, I haven't watched the anime anymore, so I'm not into that. But are there any season? What could be your favorite season? Okay, also wait a second. Okay, also ich frage ihn jetzt, was sein Lieblings-Pokémon-Staffel ist. Ich habe ja zum Beispiel nur bis zur Rubin und Saphir-Reihe geguckt. Danach war ich irgendwie weg davon. Und das ist ja auch mein Favorite. Und ja, jetzt fragen wir mal. Okay. You can go on.
Okay. Go like this. I saw the first season of Pokemon. The very first season. Then I stopped. And I didn't watch any of the rest because they were all bad. So I saw the first season of Pokemon, and now the recent season, the Pokemon Journeys, I've seen that, and that's also really good. But all the stuff in between, I pretty much didn't have access to because I didn't have any way of seeing those as a kid. I didn't have TV or was living in some weird country like Uganda where they didn't have Pokemon. So I saw the first season and now the latest seasons, the journeys. I haven't watched through all of it, but I've seen some of it, and I think the animation is good. The voice acting is fantastic. But yeah, of course, my answer would be the first season.
Die First Season. Okay, also ja, er hat als erstes nur die erste Season geguckt, also die Anfangszeit von Pokémon, dann war ein Cut und irgendwann, weil er einfach auf Reisen war und keine Möglichkeit hatte, es weiterzuschauen, und jetzt halt die neueste Saison, die Season, die Journey Season, die hat er sich auch angeschaut, aber wenn er sagen müsste, was seine Lieblings-Season ist, dann auf jeden Fall die allererste. Alright, and as you can imagine, my new question would be, what is your favorite Digimon Season? Digimon Season. Okay, ich frage ihn jetzt gerade, was ist seine Lieblings-Digimon Season? Mal schauen, was er jetzt sagt. Okay.
Yeah, now we're talking, because Digimon as an anime is an actual anime compared to Pokemon. I mean, Digimon anime is really good. The first season is fantastic. The second one is even better. Then came the O2, when Takeru and those guys are grown up. That's also really good with the Digimon Emperor and stuff. That's also fantastic. Then Tamers, I saw, with
Terriermon.
Those guys. That was also really good.
Oh yeah.
But then after that, I haven't seen any. But now I saw the remake of the first season, the whatever it's called, the adventure, and that I really liked as well. then I've seen some of the movies. What are they called? The Digimon Try
Yeah,
movies.
Digimon Try,
I,
Tree,
s- I
Try,
saw those, and then I saw the Kizuna movie, which
Kizuna.
was
Oh. Mhm.
which was horrible.
Mhm.
I mean, it's good, but man, it destroyed me for weeks. But yeah,
Yeah.
to answer your question, which would be my favorite season, I'm really tempted to say the first part because that's where I have my nostalgia and the music
Mhm.
is so good.
Oh yeah.
So that would be probably my answer. But in defense of Digimon Tamers, I
Mhm.
think in terms of an actual story,
Mhm.
Digimon Tamers would be best because it has a clear start and a
Yeah.
good ending, and it
Mhm.
doesn't leave anything on the table. So
Mhm.
maybe subjectively, yes, Digimon Tamers would be my answer.
Okay. Also, er hat die erste Staffel geguckt und gefeiert. Die zweite Staffel geguckt, gefeiert. Die dritte Staffel mit Tamers richtig gefeiert. Danach hat er gestoppt. Er hat dann auch die neuen Filme gesehen, also Digimon Adventure 3 und die Kisuna-Movie, der echt hart ist. Also am Schluss, also ich habe geheult. I cried a little. At the very end. Und er hat auch die neueste Serie, die Digimon Adventure, also der Reboot
Hm.
von der ersten Saison geschaut und hat die alle richtig gut gefunden und sowieso war Digimon beste Anime. So, einer der besten. Und, aber wenn er wirklich sich entscheiden müsste, würde er sagen, Digimon Tamers einfach storytechnisch, es hat einen guten Anfang, es hat ein gutes Ende und es hat eine richtig krasse Charakterentwicklung. Also, wenn ihr es noch nicht geschaut habt, ihr könnt es gerade auch nicht schauen, weil Amazon hat es weg. Prime Video ist nicht mehr drin, war mal drin. Aber wenn ihr mal da Zugang habt, schaut euch Tamers an. Es hat, also auch von mir, hat eine richtig gute Story. Also ist echt gut. Ah, guck mal, Terriermon. Ah, Lobmon.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
To be fair, I am in my wife's office room right now, so that's why everything is pink, and I've got Pikachu's and plushies all over. This is
And,
not my office. This is the wife's.
and some cat ears.
Yes, of course.
Ja, er hat gerade gesagt, um fair zu sein, er ist im Büro seiner Frau, deswegen sind da überall Plushies und Pink und die Katzenohren, aber ich glaube, die hat er auch so. Und ja. Okay, let's see if there are any questions. Yeah, there are some questions. So, as we all know, you're traveling a lot. And we hear about your next travel goal, which will be Japan. But are there
Yes.
some other goals where you wanna go to? Also er ist oft auf Reisen, er ist viel auf Reisen. Und wir haben ja vorhin schon darüber geredet, dass sein nächstes Ziel Japan ist. Aber ich frage gerade, ob er einfach noch mehr Ziele hat oder ein paar Ziele, wo er noch hingehen möchte. Okay.
Of course. Well, I've been all over, but some places we're planning to go next would be, of course, we want to go to Seoul, to Korea,
Mhm.
South Korea, not the northern part.
Mhm.
That's not on my list. But there, would love to go to Hong Kong again,
Mhm.
because I've actually never been to Hong Kong. So Hong Kong, Seoul in Korea.
Mhm.
Then we want to do Vietnam,
Okay.
and where where would be next? Next fall will be Scotland again, because
Oh.
that's an awesome place. We've been to Edinburgh as well, which is cool. But yeah,
Mhm.
but next up will be Japan, then Scotland, then maybe Korea, then Vietnam. Where else? Well, those first.
Okay.
Then if China opens up again, maybe Hong Kong and maybe other places as well.
Germany.
Of course, to Germany. I mean, Europe is the size of a shopping mall. Where you
Yeah.
can travel around. I'm not even gonna mention Europe because
Yeah.
I can just walk over to Germany. But yeah, of course. I mean, many European places I really love. I really like Germany because I have such good memories of traveling. I mean, alongside the rivers in Germany
Mhm.
and visiting all the castles and stuff, and eating some proper schnitzel and
Oh yeah.
currywurst and all the good stuff. And I mean, Europe has such like varied places, even
Mhm.
though it's a smaller place. Yeah,
Mhm.
and I'd love to go back to California as well, even though
Mhm.
San Francisco nowadays has gone to shit. But it's a beautiful country and a place as well.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Okay.
yeah, have fun translating that.
Ja, I try my best. Okay, also er hat gesagt, er möchte unbedingt nach Seoul in Korea gehen. Also erst nach Japan, dann Schottland, dann überlegt er nach Korea zu gehen. Er würde gerne nach Vietnam und Hongkong, sobald auch die Grenzen wieder aufmachen teilweise. Natürlich auch in Europa kannst du ja überall hinreisen, geht schnell, ist nicht weit. Und natürlich möchte er auch gerne wieder nach Kalifornien, nach San Francisco. Sich das mal anschauen. Wieder. Und ja, well, it was easy.
Of course,
Just
and when we come to Germany, we gotta meet up.
yeah, we have to. We have to. Also wenn er nach Deutschland kommt, dann treffen wir uns. Oh yeah, we have to. Sir, we have to.
Of course. And when you come to Finland, you gotta ring me up. So
Yeah, I have
we can
to.
hang out.
Always wanted to go to Finland.
I mean, we have snow, and that's pretty much it. But
Yeah,
hey,
we don't have that in Germany. The kids nowadays don't know what snow is, I think.
really?
Well,
Huh.
they know it, but we have so less snow the past few years. Maybe for the well, it snows and after a day or two it's gone.
Because I remember as a kid being in Germany during the winter and during Christmas time, and it was really beautiful. I mean,
Yeah, when I was a kid, it was, but nowadays, the last 10 years, it's not that great.
well, damn.
I'm missing snow a lot.
I'm not. But hey,
Yeah, you have to deal with it, right?
yes.
Okay, also, ja, wir haben gerade gesagt, die haben viel Schnee in Finnland. Also, wenn ich in Finnland bin, soll ich ihn auch melden. Wenn er in Deutschland ist, meldet er sich bei mir. Und ja, er mag einfach, ja, die haben gerade viel Schnee, wir haben ja keinen Schnee. Und ich habe gesagt, dass heutzutage gefühlt die Kinder gar nicht mehr wissen, was richtig Schnee ist. Schlittenfahren und sowas. Weiße Weihnacht gibt es ja kaum noch in Deutschland. Das ist schon traurig. Aber ja, ich liebe Schnee, er nicht. Er hat die Schnauze voll. Okay, so now let's get around the corner and talk a little bit about YouTube. Because
YouTube.
we both running a YouTube channel.
Yes, we
And
are.
I was wondering, what are your project plans for the future? Okay, also ich schneide jetzt hier die Kurve zum YouTube-Part, weil wir sind ja beide YouTuber. Und ich frage ihn gerade, was seine Pläne für die Zukunft sind. Alright.
Of course. I mean, the last few years have been quite Pokemon centric. But what I would like to do is, of course, bring more travel vlogs for you guys, because those are a fun way to document my journeys, and maybe some people find it interesting as well. But I would like to have my content pretty much varied, much more outside Pokemon. I'd like to bring on more Yu-Gi-Oh, more Digimon, and now the new hobby of Gunpla.
Oh yeah.
Those, because we did build, actually, my wife did build a Gunpla yesterday.
Yeah.
The metal Garurumon, and we have it filmed, so that will be in a future video soon. Because thank you, Yugasok, you did a stream where you showed us how to do it. With the
Right.
runners and stuff, we did order all the good stuff from Amazon, as you said. But yeah,
Did it work out good?
yes, it's somewhere in the other room. Oh shit.
Okay.
Well, I'll show it to you later. But yeah, so yeah, I pretty much would like to keep my content more varied, and we have I'm not sure if you've seen the game show episode we did last fall, but anyway, I'd like to do more of those, like maybe less of the smaller videos, but more like bigger and fun projects. So the content uploads will be maybe less frequent, maybe once a month, every 2 months, so not so often, but the videos will be that much better.
Okay. Quality.
Yes, quality over quantity, because quantity is... There's plenty of people doing YouTube, so
Yeah.
I'm in no rush.
Mhm.
And of course
Okay.
music. Haha.
Ja, Music. Okay, also, jetzt hat er viel gesagt. Er plant einfach für die Zukunft mehr Reisevlogs zu machen. Auch natürlich beim Pokémon, mehr Pokémon, mehr Digimon, mehr Yu-Gi-Oh! Einfach eine große Variante und auch Gunpla jetzt, weil ich habe ja, hat er gesagt, er war in meinem Stream, ich habe gestreamt, wie ich einen Gundam baue. Ich habe den Stream eigentlich nur für ihn gemacht, damit er sieht, wie ich das mache, und da hat er sich dann inspirieren lassen, und seine Frau hat seit neuem einen Metallgarurumon gebaut. Und da wird es auch ein Video geben. Und ja, er möchte einfach qualitativ hochwertige Videos produzieren. Auch keine so kurzen, sondern eher längere. Und einfach mehr Qualität reinbringen. Qualität über Quantität, ganz einfach. Weil es gibt so viele YouTuber, die machen so viel. Es gibt ja Leute, die machen jeden Tag eins. Ich versuche ja auch einmal die Woche eigentlich eins hochzuladen. Aber wenn man halt arbeitet und das nicht Fulltime macht, sondern einfach arbeiten geht und normal lebt und eine Frau hat, zum Glück habe ich, was heißt zum Glück? Im Moment habe ich noch keine Kinder, also fällt das auch weg. Aber ja, ich versuche auch regelmäßig Content zu machen. Ich meine, meine Podcasts, die kommen auch nur alle zwei Mal im Monat, wenn überhaupt, weil ich einfach nicht wirklich zu allem komme. Und da hänge ich auch hinterher. Und ja, seine Pläne sind halt einfach sowas zu machen, qualitativ hochwertig, auch mehr Musik und natürlich halt, ja, Reisevlogs. Das ist das, was in der Zukunft ansteht. Okay, oh, there it is.
Aha,
Sick.
I love it.
Oh,
Fantastic.
it's so cool. Also er zeigt gerade
Ja,
das Metallgarurumon, sieht so cool aus. Ich habe es auch noch nicht gebaut, ist irgendwo im Keller. Und ich muss sie auch. Also auf meinem Kanal wird jetzt auch mehr Gunpla-Zeug kommen. Haltet mal Ausschau. Okay, so are there any special videos you're planning to do so in the near future? Also ich frage jetzt, ob er irgendwelche speziellen Videos gerade in Planung hat.
special videos.
Like your Christmas with Bediza. So the oh no, it was Halloween. It was a Halloween.
I mean, the Halloween special is always a big thing we do.
Yeah.
A more theatrical piece, but nothing of that caliber has been planned yet.
Mm-hmm.
But we will see. I mean, as I mentioned, we're going to Japan in May,
Mm-hmm.
in a few months. So I will do a special vlog series from there where we're gonna visit every single Pokemon center we can
Okay.
find. So that will be Osaka, Kyoto, and Tokyo, every single Pokemon Center, and I will show them to you guys. So maybe that
Cool.
would be the next like special occasion.
Okay, also er hat gesagt, dass er, also ich habe gefragt wegen dem, er hat ein Bediza Halloween Special gemacht. Wenn ihr es noch nicht gesehen habt, schaut's mal, das ist echt cool und witzig. Und in diesem Ausmaß hat er noch nichts geplant, aber das nächste wird halt sein in Japan dann. Er wird auf jeden Fall jedes Pokémon Center besuchen und dazu einen Vlog machen, also Tokio, Osaka und
Kyoto.
was? Kyoto. Und ja, dazu werden dann spezielle Videos rauskommen und das ist das, was er so geplant hat. Okay, I mean, we know the answer, but I have to ask everyone who comes to my show or my podcast to ask this question. Blue Eyes, Red Eyes or Dark Magician? Okay, ich muss jetzt fragen, meine Frage, die ich immer frage, Blue Eyes, Red Eyes oder Dark Magician, which team are you?
Dark Magician has Dark Magician Girl, so which is basically me in a more womanly form. So I'll have to go today with Dark Magician.
Oh yeah, that's a good. Okay, okay, that's good. Team Dark Magician. Good. Okay, so. Yeah. Okay, so I have only a few questions YouTube related right now. So the first one would be, what would you like to tell people if they're planning to do a YouTube channel, if they want to run a YouTube channel? Also ich frage ihn jetzt noch ein paar Fragen und eine Frage, die ich gern immer YouTuber stelle, ist, was würdest du Leute gerne mitgeben, wenn sie einen YouTube-Kanal machen wollen?
First of all, I think you should just have fun with it.
Mhm.
I mean, so many people get lost in the trap, I think, of doing like I have to do these videos. I have to do these videos for the fans and people who are watching, so they keep buying new Pokemon cards and spending all their money just to buy new products which they don't even necessarily like. They just want to open them up for their audience, and then they kind of lose the fun of it. I think you should have fun with the YouTube channel. Do it as a side project, and as long as you're having fun, I think the audience can see that you're having fun, and maybe they can have fun with you. And you meet so many like cool people, like you and I. We've
Yeah.
met in the scene of YouTube, and we've become friends and stuff. And I mean, that's invaluable. That's fantastic. So, to anyone starting off with YouTube, I mean, it's a fun hobby, but don't lose the fun, because I mean, if you get millions and millions of subscribers and it becomes your job and you do the ads and stuff, I mean, then it's your job. But I think if I want money, I can go to a real job.
Yeah.
But if I want to play with my Yu-Gi-Oh and Digimon and Pokemon cards, I mean, that's mine. You can't take that away from me. So yeah, have fun with it.
Okay, also sein Haupt, was er euch eigentlich ans Herz legt, ist einfach, ihr sollt Spaß daran haben. Also wenn ihr überlegt, euch einen YouTube-Kanal zu machen, ist aber auch das, was ich euch immer wieder sage, ihr sollt Spaß dran haben. Solange es Spaß macht, ist es geil. Er hat auch gemeint, so wie ich habe es ja auch umgestellt, kauft nicht einfach immer mehr neue Karten ein und weiß was ich, nur um Content zu produzieren, sondern, und ihr habt selber eigentlich gar keinen Spaß mehr dran, sondern macht einfach das, was euch Spaß macht. Und das ist ja auch genau das, was ich mache. Deswegen wandelt sich mein Kanal die ganze Zeit. Finanziell sieht es bei mir gerade nicht so geil aus und deswegen kaufe ich weniger ein und mache dafür anderen Content und schwing da um. Ich muss auch nicht die neuesten Sets die ganze Zeit haben, sondern ich schwinge einfach um und mache mein Content darüber, was mir Spaß macht. Und das ist einfach das, was er sagt. Wenn es dir Spaß macht oder wenn du wirklich Millionen von Abonnenten auf einmal hast, dann ist es ja dein Job. Dann kriegst du auch, dann generierst du Geld und so weiter. Dann ist es ja wieder was anderes. Aber wenn du es nur als Hobby machst und einfach Bock drauf hast, dann geht es einfach nur um den Spaß. Solange du Spaß hast, mach es. Und mach den Spaß, den du hast. Und wenn andere daran teilhaben, ist doch geil. Ich meine, wir haben uns auch kennengelernt über YouTube. Also, und wir sind jetzt Freunde. Einfach so, das hat sich einfach ergeben. Und ja, so sind wir zusammengekommen. Okay. I told him in German that it happens to me that I started to not liking Yu-Gi-Oh! For the modern Yu-Gi-Oh! So I stopped liking it and playing it on tournaments and stuff because it transforms too fast, and I don't have the time and money to invest in all that stuff. And I changed my content and do just stuff I like, and that's what I told them, because I have to do other stuff.
Of course.
What's more fun? Okay, the next question. I have only 2 questions left. Do you have some last wise words to everyone? Okay, ich frage ihn gerade, ob er zum Schluss noch ein paar weise Worte an euch richten möchte.
Wise words, me?
Wise
Have
words.
you seen me? Have you seen me? I'm not the wise man.
I mean, it could be like don't eat yellow snow.
That's proper advice. But advice pertaining to what? Eat eggs and listen to metal. How about
Okay. That's good. Okay, also, seine weißen Worte sind, esst Eier und hört Metal. Metal ist gut. Metal ist gut. Okay,
That will keep you healthy.
yeah, of course. I heard you have some questions for me. So, if you have still the time,
I do. Of course.
we can do that. Okay, er hat ein paar Fragen an mich mitgebracht. Also versuche ich die auch so gut wie möglich zu beantworten. Alright, what is your first question?
How did you get into Yu-Gi-Oh?
In Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh. Okay, er fragt mich gerade, wie ich in Yu-Gi-Oh! Reingekommen bin. Well, ihr wisst ja, also wenn ihr mich hört, ich erkläre es euch nochmal. Okay. Ich mach erst Englisch, dann Deutsch. Okay. First I do it in English, then German. Okay.
That's fine.
So, with the anime, I start watching the anime, and I thought that's a cool thing. I mean, as a little kid, I watched every anime. Even if it's Sailor Moon or stuff like that, I watched everything because I fell in love with
Magic
anime.
Knight Rayearth.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen them, but I have the manga over here and
I know you
the
have the manga,
Gunpla.
yeah.
So,
Those are beautiful.
and yeah, I started with the anime, and there was a day when I was in the public swimming area thing. I don't know what they called in English, but yeah, swimming pool, open pool for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there with some friends, and we saw some kids playing Yu-Gi-Oh with actual Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Damn.
And there was a big crowd. All the kids in the park were sitting around in a circle and watched them playing that card game. And we all were like, dude, those cards are real. You can really play that game? What the F? And after that, a few weeks later, I got in touch with my first deck, and it was the Dark Magician deck. And my other best friend was Skyber, and he got a Blue Eyes deck, and yeah, it was a rivalry was going on with that. But yeah, that's how I get in touch. Wie ich zu Yu-Gi-Oh! Gekommen bin, ganz einfach, ich habe den Anime geguckt. Ich habe alles geguckt damals, auch Sailor Moon und so. Und ich habe alles in mich aufgesogen. Und damals war ich dann im Freibad und da waren dann ein paar Kids aus meiner Schule, die dann Yu-Gi-Oh! Gespielt haben. Und ohne Witz, da waren voll viele Kinder. Wir saßen alle in so einem Kreis, da waren die und dann wir alle so drumherum. Und wir haben den zugeguckt und gedacht, oh mein Gott, die Karten sind echt. Es gibt die wirklich? What the F? Und ja, ein paar Wochen später mein erstes Deck, der dunkle Magier gehabt und mein bester Freund damals, den blauäugigen weißen Drache natürlich, Kaiba. Und ja, da kam die Rivalität zustande. Natürlich als Freunde. Okay, what is the next one?
What about like Digimon and Pokémon? Then when did those come into your life as in compared to Yu-Gi-Oh?
Okay, also er fragt mich, was ist mit Digimon und Pokémon? Wie kam das in mein Leben und im Vergleich zu Yu-Gi-Oh? Well, as I said, I watched every anime, and it happens to be that first Pokémon was airing here. So after Sailor Moon, then there was Pokémon, and after that came Digimon, and I immediately fell in love with that. I still can remember when I was a kid and saw the commercial in the movie. Oh, there are kids. They're about my age. What the? Okay, I have to watch it. Oh, those monsters. They look like Pokemon, but they are a little bit cooler. So let's take a look. And yeah, I immediately fell in love with Digimon. I like Digimon more than Pokemon. Because I think it's more mature, or
It is. It's far more mature and less juvenile than Pokemon.
yeah, and I think those monsters look so sick. I mean, have you seen Vergarumon with a spikes?
It's a wolf.
It's a
Wolf
wolf.
with pants.
Yeah, wolf with
Hell yeah.
pants, and he kicks. And what I really loved about Digimon is they don't have to stay in their final form. They can de-digivolve into a smaller one, and they can talk. they don't say their stupid name all the time. They really can talk with you, and you
To
can
be
understand
fair,
them.
all the Pokemon originally in Japan do not say their name. It was only
Oh,
Pikachu that said Pikachu. All the Pokemon just have voices. So the thing that they say their own name, that's the Americans who invented that.
no way!
Yes.
They normally talk?
No, they don't talk. They
Oh,
just say like rah 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 rah.
oh, okay.
But in any case, they don't go loud like dog dog dog. I'm dog 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 dog.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, and yeah, well, yeah, and I watched Pokemon, so yeah,
Yeah.
that's the story how I get in touch with all of it. But I was a bigger Digimon fan
Digimon.
than Pokemon.
I mean, so was I. You probably were into the same kind of nerdy stuff like I was growing up. Beyblades.
Yeah.
Those are good, right? Did you play with Duel Masters ever? The card game.
I
Did you have that?
okay. Wait. Okay, just let me. I have to translate the first part and then
Oh yeah.
I answer your question. Okay, also er hat mich gefragt, wie ich mit Yu-Gi-Oh! Und Digimon in Touch gekommen bin. Ich habe gesagt, genauso mit den Animes. Ich habe erst Pokémon kam erst, dann kam Digimon, dann Yu-Gi-Oh! Und ich habe halt mit Pokémon angefangen und dann kam Digimon. Ich kann mich noch erinnern. Da waren Sommerferien und dann hieß es ja, Digimon kommt. Und ich dachte so, okay, es geht um Kinder. Die waren zu dem Zeitpunkt ungefähr in meinem Alter. Und es war einfach so viel cooler. Ich meine, habt ihr Verigarurumon gesehen? Es ist ein Werwolf mit Hosen und Spikes und weiß was
Mit
ich.
Hosen.
Ja, so cool. Und was ich halt cool fand, die Digimon, die haben halt normal gesprochen und die sind nicht in ihrer finalen Form wie bei Pokémon geblieben, sondern sind dedigitiert und sind dann wieder kleiner geworden. Und ja, das fand ich gut. Und die Story natürlich, der Anime ist viel, viel besser. Und Otto hat mich gerade aufgeklärt, im Japanischen sagen die gar nicht andauernd ihren eigenen Namen, sondern die machen nur so rah, rah, rah Geräusche, anstatt immer nur Hund, Hund, Hund zu sagen. Also, ja. Jetzt hat er mich gefragt, ob ich Beyblade und mit Duel Master in Kontakt gekommen bin. Und, okay, let me answer the Beyblade question first. I love Beyblade. I
Hell yeah.
also watched the original anime, and I started to watch the Beyblade Burst Fusion. I think it's on Amazon. No, on Netflix. So I started with that, and I mean it's 2 months ago. I started collecting Beyblades again. So now
yeah.
I have 3 arenas and around. Well, I bought a collection of Beyblades, so I have 2 suitcases full of Beyblades.
Hell yeah, man.
Two of them,
Nice.
and they are full of Beyblades from different ages and season and rarities and stuff.
Do you have the Beyblades from Japan as well, made by Takara Tomy?
I have.
Yeah, those are so much better than the Hasbro, but still.
Yeah, they're still better and they're more heavier. So I have
Yes.
who is it? Excalius, Seafoid Excalius over here, and I have the best one, and I think it's one of the strongest ones. When I remember correctly, it's this one. Wait, I have to unblur myself.
Maybe you do.
The Hello Kitty one.
Oh, my wife would love that. I mean, Takara Tomy Hello Kitty Beyblade. That's metal.
Yeah. And I heard that this is a pretty strong Beyblade.
Of course,
So
has to be.
I hope it
This-
will be.
I have a bunch of Beyblades sealed as well, waiting for my special Beyblade episode coming soon, maybe.
Oh,
So
I can.
I'll get a bunch of friends here, and we're gonna open up some Beyblades and build them and do a battle. And then when I go to Japan, I'm gonna buy a bunch of more. So
Oh yeah. Okay. Also, er hat mich gefragt wegen Beyblade und so. Ich habe wieder angefangen vor 2 Monaten und habe jetzt 3 Arenen. Ich habe Koffer geholt. Ich habe original japanische. Er hat mich auch gefragt, ob ich original japanische habe, weil die sind qualitativ 10.000 Mal besser als die wir hier kriegen. Und ja, ich habe Hello Kitty. Ich habe Excalibur und so. Und da wird auch mehr Content auch kommen, weil ich einfach da meine Liebe wieder zu gefunden hat. Okay. And now let's talk about Duel Masters. I haven't watched them. I didn't watch it and I didn't collect it because I I had the idea. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh clone, and they just want to ride on the wave with Yu-Gi-Oh and card games. And
Mm.
I mean, at that time there was one card game after another. Everything got a
Yes.
card game. I mean, today you also have that stuff. I mean, now One Piece get a card game again. My Hero Academia get a card game again, and all that stuff. So I didn't want to surf on the wave too, because it flops in Germany, and I know in Japan it's still a thing,
It is.
and it was originally made for Magic the Gathering, to get the kids to Magic the Gathering.
In Japan.
But yeah, I haven't played that, I haven't watched that, and I haven't collected that.
Yes,
for now.
it was their attempt for bringing Magic the Gathering into Japan. So they
Yeah.
made a version that actually is better than Magic the Gathering, in my opinion. But but yeah, we did it, but that has died down now in the Western countries. The Duel Master, but it was a fun era. Okay, how did you over in Germany? Did you have Biedermann? Do you know those figures?
Be the man.
Yeah, they were kind of like Beyblades, but they were these little dudes that
Yeah.
shoot out balls.
Yeah. Okay, wait a second. First, I have to translate the Duel Master stuff, and then I can answer your question. Sorry, I have to translate it.
I mean, good luck.
Okay, also, er hat mich gefragt mit Duel Master, ob ich es geschaut habe und gesammelt habe und so. Und nein, habe ich nicht. Ich habe damals gesagt, das ist ein billiger Abklatsch von Yu-Gi-Oh! Und die wollen einfach hier die TCG-Welle mitreiten und Geld machen und so weiter und so fort. Und ursprünglich war das ja in Japan geplant, um die Kinder für Magic the Gathering zu begeistern. Und in Ottos Meinung nach ist Duel Master sogar besser als Magic. Also von dem her ist es in Japan ein bisschen populär und noch so ein Ding, aber bei uns ist es nicht. Jetzt hat er mich gefragt, ob ich Biederman kenne. Und ich weiß, es gab da eine Serie, aber wirklich aktiv habe ich es nicht mitgekriegt. Zu dem Zeitpunkt habe ich nicht mehr so viel Fernsehen geschaut. Ich war eher unterwegs. Und deswegen, ich habe mitgekriegt, es gibt es. Genauso wie Bakugan. Aber habe ich nie wirklich mitgekriegt. Okay, so I answered your question in German beforehand.
Yeah.
So, I knew it came out at a time where I was a little bit more mature. I was in my teenies, so I haven't watched that many animes in that time. And I know there was a TV show, and you could buy them, but I didn't really get in touch with it. I thought, well, it's another money making thing, and they try to
Yes.
sell toys, but well, it's some little figures who's shooting some balls, marbles, I don't know. No, that's not for me. And also, if the question is on your line, I haven't watched Bakugan, and I haven't get in touch with Bakugan. So
I haven't seen any of the animes as either. Do you have any little siblings, like little
Yeah.
sisters or brothers?
I have two little brothers and one older sister.
Okay, cool. Because I have 4 little brothers.
Ooh.
So via those, even though I was older, they were playing still with Biederman and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So that is why I'm familiar with those. Bakugan, I was way too old to play with those.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just curious of. Okay, you can translate that part, and then I have one more question.
Okay. Also
If you
ja,
want.
er hat mich gerade gefragt, ob ich auch Geschwister habe. Und ich habe gesagt, ja, ich habe 2 kleine Brüder und eine große Schwester. Und er hat 4 kleine Brüder. Und er hat halt was davon mitgekriegt, war aber selber auch zu alt und hat das alles mitgekriegt. Und jetzt stellt er mir seine letzte Frage und ich bin mal gespannt, was er für mich hat. Alright, I'm ready for your last question.
Maybe not last, but one of the questions I was wondering,
Okay.
because let's take a retrospective look into Yu-Gi-Oh! First, we
Okay.
had the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Era.
Mhm.
Then we had GX, that more introduced fusions and stuff.
Mhm.
Then we had 5Ds, right? That
Yeah.
introduced the synchro monsters. They were pretty fun too. Then we had the XYZ era that introduced the XYZ mechanic, Xyz mechanic, the black cards that stack. And then after that, those were the... Oh, we got pendulums, right?
Yeah, pendulums, yeah.
We got pendulums after those, which was OP, would get nerfed and then unnerfed again. But after those, I believe the next mechanic was the link monsters.
Link
am I
monsters,
wrong?
yeah.
And that's where I fell off, because I couldn't like keep up with the link mechanics, and I tried out various link monster decks, but I just I just moved cards around, but nothing really happened. So I wasn't a huge fan of the link monsters, and I have no clue what's happened after that. I haven't seen the V Rains anime. However, now in Japan, which is popular, as you know, are the rush duels. So me and my wife, we are looking into getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And maybe getting into rush duels.
Oh, so that's a good decision.
So my question for you is, what would be the best way to get into rush duels, and what would be maybe some good products to buy when we go to Japan to pick up and maybe get into the rush duel game? What would you suggest?
Okay. Now that's a pretty tough one. Okay. I have to translate the question in German first, and then I will answer. First I have to answer it in English, then in German. Okay. First I have to blur out my background because I will show you some products. So
go ahead, sir.
Okay, because I think I have everything here. And I will give you something as a present because you're a guest, and there will be something. I will show it to you, but yeah. Okay, let me just. Okay, I do it. Okay.
You can translate the question.
Yeah,
first.
I
take your time.
Okay, also hat mich gefragt, so retrospektiv und so. Es gab das originale Yu-Gi-Oh! In GX waren halt die Fusionen im Fokus, 5D, Synchro, dann die ganzen Sachen, also boom. Und bei Link ist er halt ausgestiegen, so ein bisschen in Yu-Gi-Oh! Und jetzt gibt's ja Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel. Und er hat mich halt gefragt, wenn ich jetzt damit anfangen will, was sind so Produkte, die ich mir holen kann und mit denen ich einfach reinkommen kann in das ganze Zeug. Und das werde ich ihm jetzt erklären und dann werde ich es auf Deutsch nochmal übersetzen. Alright. Okay. One of the best ways to get into Rush Duel would be one of the easiest ways. Okay, well, I think we have to do another podcast to get really deep into Rush Duel.
We can do another anytime, sir.
That I can tell you everything, show you everything, and explain everything. But if you want to get into it, there are some pretty cool things what you can get. Well, they are empty. Well, okay. Yeah. Okay, and I need this one. And that should be it. Okay. So, first of all, the best thing to get into it is to get the first starter decks.
Ooh. Okay.
So this one is, so they are inspired by Dark Magician and Blue Eyes and stuff. So this is the Luke one. It's with the, what is the string called? It's been so long. Wait, let me grab a deck. I have a deck.
Blue box and red box. How about those?
Wait. No, this is the wrong one. Because they have, in Rush Duel there are some new mechanics. It's called, because I have the translation here, I can't read Japanese. Dragias. Okay. Is it called Rush Dragon Dragias? So, here it is. Multi-strike Dragon Dragias. Okay. So the ace monster of Luke will be Multi-strike Dragon Dragias. And of Luke will be the 7th Sword Magician. And if you want to start, Seventh Sword Magician. If you want to start, I recommend with the Yu-Gi-Oh deck. It's more powerful.
Okay.
With the 7th Sword Magician mechanic, it's more powerful as one of your first decks to get into it in the game. And when you got this and you're a little bit more into it, before you buy some displays, because they are parted in every display. There will be one card for this deck or this deck, and I think you should buy singles if you
Okay.
If you prefer one special kind of deck. But if you want to collect it, then feel free.
Yeah, that's different. Where do you recommend buying Rush Duel singles? Is Card Market good?
I haven't buy any singles.
Okay.
But I have a friend of mine who knows some places, so I have to ask him again and give you the side. But what I can recommend are these. Those are the structure. Those are the starter decks. The newer structure decks, and there are seven different ones for the first wave.
Ooh.
7 different ones, and there are also those were the first wave. I don't think. Well, maybe you're lucky and you can get them still at Amazon JP or in Japan, of course. They are also not that expensive. They are around €3, one of them, and it's a full playable deck.
Okay.
And it's character themed.
Get a bunch of those. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
And those are the newest ones. Those here. These are the newer starter decks for the new Go Rush series, because for the next season. And those are the Over Rush, the new decks. So there are a lot of them. Oh,
that sounds good.
Oh, those are the wrong ones. Wait. Those are the same? Where are they? Oh, they're over here. Sorry. Because I still have to do some opening videos for them. Yeah. So those are the new ones.
Okay, I'm gonna buy those then.
Yeah, I would recommend getting a deck. Oops. And the gift or better, one of the gifts I'm gonna send you will be this one.
Really?
This is a pretty good deck with 7th Sword Magician, with Multi-Strike Dragon Dragias, and some pretty strong and good cards. So it's one of the best ways to get into the game.
I'm trying to read it. Galactica Alive.
Yeah,
maybe?
Galactica Alive.
It's just something like that.
Yeah, it came in it was a Reach Up promo. They gave you, if you buy the manga, you get access to a deck for the same price. And they were sell for 100 yen, one of those. So I have a ton of them. So I will give you
that's awesome.
I will send you a few of them. And yeah, that's what I could recommend. Get the decks first. And then if you're into it, you then can choose in which way you want to go, because the newest set introduced Cyber Dragons to Rush Duel.
Ooh.
And in Rush Duel there is no ritual summon, no Xyz, no synchro, no link, no pendle, but there are the newest thing is fusion. They have fusion now.
Okay. That's simple enough.
Yeah, but the restriction is the monsters have to be on the field to summon.
Okay.
The Rush Duel has its own. I mean, the whole core thing is the same as the normal Yu-Gi-Oh, but they have their own rules, because you can't just summon one monster. You can all play all the monsters of your hand in one turn. And you also draw your hand full of 5 cards. because it's called Rush Duel to be fast. If you really want to get to dive in, maybe watch the first 2 or 3 episodes of the anime.
Yeah, sure. Or maybe I'll just buy the video game and try that. But yeah.
Whoa, fun fact, the newest video game is for free if you have a Japanese Nintendo Switch account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can play it for free. The only restriction is if you don't buy the physical copy with a Red Eyes Black Dragon Overrush rare card.
Oh.
The only restriction is you can only play ranked for 5 times a day, and you have to unlock the deck building mode. And if you buy the game, you can start with everything and have no restrictions. That's
Okay.
the only difference.
And it's only available in Japanese, or?
Yeah, only in Japanese. There is an
Okay.
English one for the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel
Oh yeah.
season, but then it didn't get updated, so they don't have the newest cards. They have
Okay.
still the starting thing and no fusion cards. Only the
Okay.
maximum summon. But what
Maybe
maximum summon is, I have to explain it to you another day and stuff. But yeah, just start with the starter decks and those how are they called? Psycho decks. So and you're good to go. They are pretty good decks to start with and play.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
I'll
recommend
buy
it.
those. I'll buy those when I go to Japan then, and maybe
Yeah.
pick up the game too. We'll see.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, auf Deutsch. Oh God, I have to do it in German.
Oh shit.
Okay, also ich habe ihm gesagt, ich mach's kurz. Ich habe gesagt, wenn er in Rush Duel reingehen will, dann empfehle ich ihm die Starter-Decks. Am besten Yuga ist das stärkste. Und halt diese verbesserten Psycho-Decks. Und die neuesten Decks halt. Also ich würde echt Decks kaufen und dann halt nur noch Single-Karten. Weil sich das am meisten lohnt. Weil wenn er sich irgendwelche Displays holt, da kriegt er halt irgendwelche Karten, die überhaupt nichts mit einem Deck zu tun haben. Also ja. Und man kann natürlich das neue Spiel, dazu kommt auch bald ein Let's Play, das neueste Spiel, wenn man einen japanischen Account hat, umsonst einfach runterladen und spielen. Also, get it for free. Get the game for free on your Switch. If you have a Japanese account, you have to do a Japanese account to get it. You have to get... Wait, yeah. This one and this one over here. Okay. Yeah, yeah, that's it. So, yeah, that's everything I can recommend to you about Rush Duel.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Because, I mean, normal Yu-Gi-Oh! Has become so... I mean, the game is over on the first turn, and that's kind of boring.
Yeah, that's
so
what
that is why.
I don't like. It depends. I mean, in the first turn, you will see if you lose or win.
Yeah, that's kind of
it's
boring.
all done in the first turn, and that's what I don't like. If you don't have a hand trap in your hand, boom, you're done.
Yeah.
And that's what I also don't like. That's why I don't play modern Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. I only focused on Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel. And the coolest part on Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel is they recreate older cards. I mean, they recreate the Dark Magician. It looks a little
And
bit
the
modern.
cards have more real estates for the picture. But
Yeah,
that
and
being
it's
said,
modern.
I still do like collecting
Yeah.
the US modern Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Mhm.
I have some cool products waiting for some cool videos in the future.
Yeah.
But when it comes to playing the game, I think that Rush Duel would be the way to go.
Yeah, it makes more fun. And it's faster.
Okay.
I mean, no, it's not faster because it doesn't end in 1 or 2 turns. The coolest thing at Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel is that in every turn, the whole game could change.
Mm.
So in your turn, you seem to win, but your opponent can change it in his turn, and now you're on the line to turn it around again.
Oh,
And
that's fun.
the
That's
cool thing.
more like a board game. Okay, do you have time for maybe one more question?
I have all the time you want.
Okay.
I have all the time you want. But first I have to translate it. Okay,
Yes.
ja, ich habe ja halt gesagt, dass Rush Duel einfach viel cooler ist. Also wir haben gesagt, wir spielen das Moderne nicht mehr, weil halt im ersten Zug meistens entschieden ist, wer hat gewonnen, wer verliert. Ein modernes Yu-Gi-Oh! Spiel geht nur noch 2 Runden gefühlt, weil entweder du hast eine Handtrap oder nicht. Wenn du keine Handtrap hast, ist schon fast gelaufen, das Spiel. Und in Rush Duel ist es halt richtig cool, weil sich in jedem Zug komplett alles wieder umschmeißen lässt. Und das ist halt richtig geil und macht mir Spaß und deswegen bin ich voll in Rush Duel drin, auch wenn es keine englischen oder deutschen Karten gibt, sondern nur japanisch. Ich sammle es trotzdem, ich hole mir die Übersetzung aus dem Internet und spiele es trotzdem. Und deswegen bin ich da drin und ich versuche euch auch da mitzunehmen. Rush Duel ist richtig cool und macht richtig viel Spaß. Und es gibt ja neue Mechanik wie Maximum Summon, 3 Monster werden 1 und so ein Zeug. Also ja, da kann man ja... ich habe ja einen Podcast drüber gemacht und ich kann wieder einen machen. Ich kann die ganze Zeit über Rush Duel labern. Okay, what's your question?
Yeah, we gotta do an episode 2 sometime in the future.
Yeah.
Geek out more.
When you get in touch with it, then we can talk about it.
Of course. I mean, whenever you'll have me on again, I'll be happy to come back. But
Anytime.
let's talk a bit about just a few questions about music, because I know that you have been getting into music as well. I know you've done the music for your YouTube channel as well.
Yeah.
So, what are your plans for music in the future?
Well, I managed to get a proper recording thing. Wait a second. I think it's this one. Where is it? I put it over here.
And now for the listeners, Yugesok has disappeared into the background.
Here.
Left alone.
I bought this. Oh wait, I have to remove the blur again. It's so messy back here. I bought this thing to record.
Free setups. That's a good thing.
Yeah, to start recording stuff because I would like to do some lo-fi music for my stream, for my videos, for my podcast, a new intro and stuff. And yeah, I play a ton of a lot of instruments, different instruments. I play guitar, bass, drums, kalimba, and stuff like that. So but I'm well. The first problem was to record it properly.
Yeah.
And now I get this one, but I haven't got the time to get into it and find out how it works and stuff. I didn't have the time to get into it, but I can.
If you get any questions, you can shoot me a question, because I've dealt with those. As you know, I'm a one-man project as well, so I play all the instruments you hear in my songs as well. So I know it can be tough sometimes.
Ja. Ja, also, er hat mich gerade gefragt hier wegen Musik, weil alles auf meinem Kanal auch selbst gemacht wird von mir. Und ich habe eigene Musik und ob ich da auch Pläne habe und meine Frau ist im Hintergrund. Was möchtest du?
Gar nichts.
Okay. That's my wife back here. She's blurred out.
Hello, wife.
Maybe I can show her.
No, it was absolutely fine.
Greetings.
Hi.
Oh, no, she's back. So, yeah, that's my wife. And
What's her name?
Her name is Jana.
Hi.
Hello, Jana.
It says hello. Okay, also, wo war ich? Ah ja, genau. Ich habe halt gesagt, ich habe Pläne, wie ich das Ganze, dass ich Musik machen will, aufnehmen will. Ich spiele ja Gitarre, Schlagzeug, Bass und so weiter. Aber ich hatte noch nie wirklich gute Möglichkeit oder was heißt, ich hatte nie die Ausstattung, das aufzunehmen, das richtige Equipment. Jetzt habe ich hier so ein Ding, PreSonus Studio 24C oder sowas. Das ist halt ein Aufnahmeprogramm, damit so ein blödes Rauschen im Hintergrund und so weg ist. Und ja, ich habe Pläne dafür in Zukunft für meinen Kanal geplant. Ich hätte ja gern so Lo-Fi-Music für meinen Stream, für mein Podcast-Intro, für meine YouTube-Videos und so, aber da lag es jetzt an der Zeit und eigentlich an der Zeit und die Motivation, mich damit auseinanderzusetzen. Aber ist in Arbeit. Okay, it's still in work progress. Stuff like this. Yeah, my wife bring me my kalimba. It's my newest thing because it's so mesmerizing if you play it. Yeah. But yeah, that's my plans for the future. So I will do it, but
I'm looking forward to all your good stuff coming.
Yeah.
in the future. And maybe one day we can do a music project together. How about
Oh
that?
yeah, that would be awesome. A Yu-Gi-Oh song about Yu-Gi-Oh Rush Duel.
Or maybe a song about Beyblades. How about that?
Yeah! And it has to be metal.
Well, of course, that's a given. How
Yeah.
else? How else? Okay, last question of the day that I have
Yeah.
for you is a
Okay.
quick round of 3. You're gonna have a taste of your own medicine. Favorite Yu-Gi-Oh dude, favorite Pokemon, favorite Digimon.
Oh, that's a tough one. No, it's not. It's not. Okay, also er hat mich gefragt, er gibt mir jetzt ein bisschen Medizin von mir selber zurück. Er hat mir 3 Fragen gestellt. Lieblings-Yu-Gi-Oh! Dude, Lieblings-Pokémon, Lieblings-Digimon. Ich mach's erst auf Englisch, dann auf Deutsch, weil dann, ihr wisst es eigentlich schon, aber okay. So, by favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Dude, do you mean card or a person from the anime?
Excuse me. I mean, I had
Sorry.
an
Okay,
audio lag. I can hear
okay.
you now, but yes.
I asked you, what do you mean by favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Dude? Do you mean a card or a person?
I
from
mean
the
like
anime?
a monster. A card.
Monster? Of course, the Dark Magician. And the Dark
Okay.
Magician girl, so...
I mean, to be fair, the story of Dark Magician is awesome. If you know
Yeah.
the original dude Mahad
Yeah. Mahad.
and her disciple Mana,
Yeah,
who
Mana.
both died and decided to come back to protect
Yeah,
their owner
yeah.
Atem, even
I
in
mean,
death.
we also get those cards now in Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, 2
Yeah,
years
Mahad
ago.
and Mana and those,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's something I
I mean,
really
it's a cool
like.
story, I think.
Yeah, it's a really cool story, and it's in the Millennium arc. So,
Of course.
yeah. Also, okay. My first card, my first deck was Dark Magician, so
Yeah,
I have to.
that's
go
a good
with Dark
answer.
Magician.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Mahad
And
is your dude.
my favorite, but to be fair, my favorite dude in the original Yu-Gi-Oh was Joey, because he's just the underdog.
Mhm.
I love him. Okay, my favorite Pokemon will be Heracross.
Yeah, I kind of know. I knew this answer, but I wondered if it was still Heracross. Yes.
I love insects because I have a praying mantis as my pet,
Yeah.
and I always go with the insects. So from season or the second season, it's Heracross. The first will be Scissors, and after that, what's his evolution? Scissors.
Whose solution? You mean Scyther?
Scyther, and then
Scyther and Scissor, yeah.
yeah. So Scyther from the
And
first.
Heracross is a very strong Pokemon as well.
Yeah, I love him. And favorite Digimon, I mean, come on, it's Tentomon. Since the beginning, it
dude.
was Tentomon. I love him.
Tentomon and what's he called in
Koshio.
English?
In English, Izzy.
Kojiro. Yeah. Well,
Izzy.
I always just call him Kojiro because that's what his name is.
Yeah.
I mean, him and Tentomon. I mean, the dude. He's probably the reason I ended up working in IT in the first place because he
No
had
way.
his laptop and doing stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I work with IT now.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, those
Okay.
are all good answers,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to thank you once again for having. I know you have had strong and big names on your podcast, like you've had Cyber Knight and Alex, the Ninth Digitist, and I'm honored to be a part of your podcast now as well.
Well, the biggest honor is to have you here. Also meine Antwort, because I have to do it in German
Yeah.
again.
Go ahead.
Meine Antwort war also, meine Lieblingskarte natürlich Dunkler Magier. Und wir haben über die Geschichte vom Dunkler Magier philosophiert, wie das Ganze entstanden ist, Mahad und Mana und so weiter. Deswegen Dunkler Magier auf jeden Fall. Meine Lieblingsprotagonist eigentlich ist immer Joey gewesen, weil der einfach der Underdog. Deswegen das. Mein Lieblings-Pokémon natürlich, oh Gott, wie heißt er jetzt auf Deutsch? Heracross. Scarabon ist mein Nummer 1. Und in der ersten Generation war es dann Sichlor und natürlich dann auch Sherox. Das sind so meine Favorites. Insekten, weil ich habe ja eine Gottesanbeterin. Ich stehe auf Insekten. Und mein Lieblings-Digimon, ganz klar, Tentomon. Und weil schon von Anfang an. Und Otto hat gesagt, so kam er zum IT, weil er immer Easy angeschaut hat, wie er an seinem Laptop saß und so ein Computer-Ding gemacht hat. Und so kam er zum IT. Und er hat sich bedankt, weil ich ja schon relativ große YouTuber da hatte, also Alex, The Nine Digi Destin und Cyber Knight aus Amerika, dass ich die da hatte. Und er hat sich einfach bedankt, dass er hier sein darf. Aber ich sag mal, danke an dich. Thank you to be part of my podcast, because it's not a normal thing to have someone in my podcast. And most of the people don't reply to my to my invitations. So I'd like to thank you a lot.
You and I have been trying to find a good date for this for like many months, and it has been hard.
Yeah.
But I'll be happy to come back anytime again. We can find a good time and chat some more nerd stuff, because I love this stuff. Yeah. It's always a good time. And please keep doing your awesome streams and your YouTube channel. I will be watching, of course, and joining in whenever I can. It's
cool.
It's always a fun time. I can dick around in the chat.
It's always a big pleasure to have
if you're anyone listening, you are definitely welcome to my YouTube channel as well. If you're interested in any nerd stuff, Digimon, Pokemon, card games, and maybe some music as well, you can find me on Spotify and Instagram, Otto the Metalkake, or just Metalkake. You'll find me there.
Thank you. I will link you. I will put your link into this description, of course. So they can find you everywhere. Ja, er hat sich auch nochmal bedankt, dass er jetzt dabei sein darf. Ist ja jetzt nicht selbstverständlich, jemand so Großes da zu haben. Und wir haben ein halbes Jahr ungefähr, also einige Monate hat es gedauert, bis wir einen Termin gefunden haben. Und ja, wenn ihr mit Otto in Kontakt treten wollt oder seinen Content genießen wollt, dann schaut auf YouTube vorbei, Otto the Metalkake oder einfach nur Metalkake. Hört auf Spotify seine Musik. Wenn ihr Interesse an Pokémon und so weiter habt, schaut bei Otto vorbei. Die Links sind unten irgendwo in der Beschreibung oder in der Beschreibung. Und eigentlich war's das schon. Wir sind fertig. I think we're done. Or do you have something left?
I have a suggestion for your next guest to be on your podcast, if you will.
Okay.
I can tell it to you now or later, whichever you prefer.
Let's do it now. Why not?
Okay. Much bigger YouTuber than I am here in Finland, but also my dear friend. He's called Mr. Grid. He is also a Digimon and Pokemon collector, and he has collected Digimon cards since the 90s. He has the full collections of all the old Digimon cards, and he knows quite a bit about those and collecting as well. So maybe you could have a good discussion. I will hook you up with him. So.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that would be awesome, because I'm struggling to find someone to talk about the Digimon TCG, because I think I'm the only one here, like in Germany. Especially in Germany.
He knows that he doesn't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh, but Pokemon and Digimon, he has all the old collections.
So I don't focus on Yu-Gi-Oh, so because I also focus now on Digimon and a little bit of Pokemon, because one of my sponsors just gave me some Pokemon cards and stuff. So
that's good.
Yeah. And Mr. Grid. That's a good idea. That would be awesome if you could hook me up with him. That's an awesome thing. So thank you for that. Okay, er hat gerade gesagt, er würde mir empfehlen, mit dem Mr. Grid zu reden, weil er schon seit früher die Pokémon und Digimon Karten sammelt. Und er wird mich mit ihm in Kontakt zu mir herstellen. Und als Vorschlag für eine der nächsten Folgen werde ich den Mr. Grid fragen, ob er Lust hat, und einladen, und dann können wir reden. Genau. Well, it's been almost 2 hours. I think this is the longest podcast I ever made.
And also the best, of course.
the metal one, the most metal podcast. Yeah, but yeah. Well, if you don't have anything left, then I think we're done for today.
I thank you once again for having me over. Let's do this again.
I have to thank you again for stepping in, and yeah, I hope I will see and hear you in a, well, I hope it's not in a long time, but
Yes.
yeah.
We'll be in touch, of course. And thank
Okay.
you for everyone listening and watching, and have a very nice day.
Okay, ihr habt's gehört. Vielen Dank an Otto, dass du da warst. Es war jetzt ein richtig langer Podcast, fast 2 Stunden, Leute, haben wir geredet. In diesem Sinne, hey, vielen Dank fürs Reinschauen, vielen Dank fürs Reinhören. Schaut beim Otto vorbei und ja, wir sehen und hören uns im nächsten Podcast. Ich würde sagen, ja, bis dann. Tschö mit Ö. I will see you guys, or, well, you guys can see me in my next video, or hear me in my next podcast, or stuff like that. Just step by in my live stream, and of course, go to Otto and his channel. Visit it, take a look, and enjoy the music and the content. So, thanks again, Otto, and that's it. So, yeah, what should I do? Just say bye. So, bye.
Yeah, bye.